summertime. They have good drinks. We made friends with some of the bartenders. And, we're just hanging out one day. She's like, hey, why don't we go over to
baby. Ooh, about to be the Hotel Lafayette.
Drinks. I was like, you know what?
Get some drinks by the pool, chilling with you, baby. Oh.
Yo, Deuterino.
Yo, Debo.
Roadshow.
The good news is I'm about 8 minutes away from my destination, and then it'll just be a car show.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, roadshow, car show. Who's the guy that we do? T-Pain? Who's the guy?
Max Headroom?
There you go. Max Headroom. There you go. A little bit
the
of that.
Original T-Pain.
How was your weekend, brother?
Did you do that on purpose right now?
No, I didn't. That was
it sounded like Max Head. I swear to God, it sounded like Max Headroom in my headphones as soon as you said that.
You definitely froze on this end too, but I'll ask again and we'll go for take two. How was your weekend, brother?
Man, my weekend was good. It was, pretty low key. Just lounged around the house, did some chores and whatnot. But I woke up this morning for no reason at all. Just felt down, like real in the dumps. And I was going to come on the show and tell you like I am right now, man, I'm really feeling down in the dumps. But honestly, I'm not even like messing with you. I came on and you're playing Mike, and it just like it flipped me for real. And I've just been in a better mood ever since.
Well, hey, I'm glad that flipped you for real, dude. I'm just gonna let that segue to our next one. We're talking about Movember. Is going to be our topic to start with. And, I went and did my research, Duder, for Movember. Do you know the reason for Movember, or you don't know?
I don't know.
Okay.
I thought, to me, it seems like it's a fairly new thing.
Uh-huh.
And I thought it was more like a hipster thing where people just wanted an excuse to grow facial hair.
I can concur with everything you just said. When I heard about Movember, I recognized I was too old because they started something when I was too old. What is it? I didn't know presents or nothing. Just a mustache. Right. What do I do? Right?
Wait, before we go any further, are we canceling Movember? Is this a holiday that we're going to get rid of?
If you go back to the last episode, which by the way, I listened to a little bit, and I recognized that I was so excited that I was unclear. Okay?
Yes.
I was so excited that I was very unclear on how we were canceling holidays. I'll go back in just a little bit, and I'll try to explain this. It's just a little bit of reverse into our last episode. So what we were trying to do is cancel all holidays. Everything is canceled. Okay? Dave Chappelle's canceled. Christmas is canceled. Who did I take the first shot at? Valentine's Day. Because G took it from me when I was saying it. Valentine's Day is my first one that's canceled. He's canceled first. All holidays are canceled, and the reason why all holidays are canceled is because 98.72. Did I get the numbers right?
We did the math. That's
okay.
Right.
98.72% of the holidays are BS. They are BS in a lot of different ways, whether they're Hallmark holidays, whether they're a holiday that's been brought up just for tree hugging awareness, and the idea that they shamed me into believing into them. I just shamed them back. I just took all holidays off the table and said that's it. And we never really got to finish the point, which was which holidays are we accepting back? Like, we're taking applications holidays, okay? And since every single holiday has been canceled, we've canceled it all. If you have a holiday, yeah, canceled, okay? We're taking applications basically, Duder. And today is one of our first applications. I figured start where we left off. Where are we at? And we're in Movember.
That was a great explanation. I am on board now.
Okay. And see, but earlier before we didn't, right? We didn't really,
right.
It didn't set that tone.
We were just bringing things to the chopping block, cutting them for no reason, all willy-nilly.
We were just like, you're canceled, and you're canceled, and Dave Chappelle's canceled. And we were just
woke mom on everybody.
But no, in reality, we canceled everything. We're starting with the application, for Movember.
We wanted to start with a clean slate.
Yeah.
Right.
Today in Movember, I'll explain to you. It is a new holiday. I thought it was a hipster holiday. It is a new holiday. I read it. Took me a couple times. It is here to promote men's health. Okay?
Oh.
Yeah. See? I was like, oh, shit. Oh, damn.
I didn't know there was an actual reason for it.
Yeah. It's here to promote men's health. In 1999, a couple of guys from Australia said the word.
99.
Yeah. I think that's shit, right? Takes a while for shit to catch on. But they decided they coined the term first time that it's written down, given my God Wikipedia. The first time they said it back with them, we were talking about men's health, and it caught on. Someone else said it later, and now it kept going down through Wikipedia. There's a mustache on an airplane, right? And it caught on. Hey, men's health, mustaches. Okay, all right. We're just putting on mustaches, and someone says, "Why you grow a mustache?" Well, men need to remember to stay healthy, and it's actually not a bad idea because men are dumb enough to.
We suck.
Yeah, just straight up, we suck.
We suck at taking care of ourselves, 100%.
To put a mustache in front of it is not a bad idea on healthcare for men. I want to cancel it, but. Damn it, the moment I read into it, I was like, damn it, But I do kind of want to combine it with another one that maybe I think is what's the word, misconstrued, or people don't really get the meaning of it, okay?
You're going to combine this with Movember?
No, I'm going to take Movember, okay, with the application that it's submitted, all right?
All right.
I kind of like the premise. Right?
Now that I understand it.
It would be nice. It would be nice to have known that before. But I kind of like the premise. So I'm thinking, and I'll ask I'll ask you, being part indigenous people of America, what if we took Movember and just combined it with Thanksgiving? Yeah. Or take Movember and combine it with Thanksgiving. Because listen, Movember, I think it got ahead of itself. It said I want the whole month. And I'm like, come on.
You're still pretty young in the game.
You got it here. It was like all of the month. I was like, I don't even know who you are, bro, but nice mustache. Okay. That being said, we take Thanksgiving, okay, and we combine it with Movember, and we make a Thanksgiving member. We definitely think for the member.
You got to work on the name. It can't be Thanksgiving member.
You can't think for the member. You can't get members only. Thanks? No. We'll work on the name. The name. We
got to work on the name.
We're on the name. But you get up, you say grace, you shave somebody's mustache, you offer him some food that doesn't go into his mustache. You talk about like, hey, in our day, we gave other people mustaches, and then they all died. You work it out. You work it out, whatever your culture.
Sure. Yeah, however it works out.
I think we went to your Thanksgiving, and some people had feathers, and some people were nude. You do it however it works into yours. But I think we could take Movember and probably splice it with Thanksgiving and create a new holiday that then I don't know. We still have to accept that application. There's a process. I think you have to go up against Donut Day at some point to see popularity contest. But we'll see. What do you think about that, dude? Yeah. What do you think, dude? Do you think we should do a November hybrid?
I think it's a great idea to reduce the number of days that Movember gets to occupy. Like, you don't just get to come into the game and take over a whole month. We've gotten to the point where Christmas kind of owns November, so we can push Christmas back into December and like, chill out, bro. You've already been canceled. Your application's currently being reviewed. Right. Now we have this whole month. Movember, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but here's what I'm willing to do. I'm not going to give you Thanksgiving, but I'll give you a day. If you want to put that day near Thanksgiving to build awareness, and everybody shows up to Thanksgiving with their mustache.
Ooh, I like that.
Like, oh, look at your crazy uncle's mustache. That would work. If you want to put it like Wednesday before Thanksgiving or Monday. So maybe, 100 years from now, we can get a 3-day holiday.
Are we going to get rid of the weekend? Are we going to get rid of the black?
Well, no. See, that's the other thing. You mentioned I'm part indigenous. You are part black. So are we taking away Black Friday?
I only celebrated Black Friday. I got to be honest, man. At family gatherings, my wife's Filipino, and we're here with, 50 family members, and I'm the only black person here, right? And it's hilarious because everybody's like, yo, what we gonna do for Black Friday? Yo, what's gonna be Black Friday? Y'all gonna do? I'm like, what are we doing? And everybody's like, you're not invited. I don't understand. And I was like, oh, we're not talking about the same thing.
Oh, this is a real holiday. I get this now. Now you're taking it way back.
Yeah. So I mean, Black Friday. I always wanted to get myself a card, but I just never do. I just never knew what to do. I don't shop. I don't. So what are you gonna do? They can have Black Friday, but mustaches, maybe. Listen, men's health, mental, physical, all health. It would have been I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can combine it. We'll see if it makes the big switch. But you never know. You never know if that's going to be it. Go ahead.
The problem. Last thing on men's health.
Yeah.
Men's health is obviously men are stubborn. We're generally dumb. We don't take very good care of ourselves in general, which is why it's great when we find someone who loves us enough to nag us enough and put up with us being like, will you leave me alone? And then they still nag us and like, please go to the doctor. And you're like, all right, I'll go to the doctor. Like that's wonderful when you find that person in your life. It's even more wonderful if you're adult enough to take care of yourself, which I am not. But the problem I find with men's health is that they keep pushing a colonoscopy, like of all things for men's health. Like I gotta stick a camera up my butt. Like no wonder dudes don't want to take care of themselves and go to the doctor. Like, am I the only one here?
No. I think you're right. I
would much rather grow a mustache for a month.
You know what?
Stick a camera up my butt.
You know what, dude? I have to disagree with you. I agree that's how they push it, but I think there's a good, wonderful reason that they push it. So I'm gonna push back and maybe push. Not so hard. I'm gonna push, but I'm not gonna push so hard. As I push back into this one, maybe it should be grow a mustache, stick it in your ass. No. It's the same
mustache ride.
But listen. It's important that we talk about the colon. That's all. That's all I'm saying.
If I show up to my doctor's office and he's got a Tom Selleck, and he's like, "Hey man, what I'm going to do is put a camera on my nose for men's health."
Yeah,
and you get a mustache ride. I don't know that I'd feel better about it.
No, I don't think you will. But I think I think we have something here, dude. And we're gonna come back to Movember and the idea with it on another time. Dude, here we go. Whatever. Moving on to hair. Hair everywhere. On the on the Movember topic of hair and mustaches, dude, the question it comes to mind on hair and men, and that's it. Just hair and men.
Men's hair growth.
Men's hair growth. You can start from
the segment sponsored by Rogaine.
Thank you. Always try again. Rogaine. From the mustache to the top of your head. Maybe your chin, move way down, maybe go down to the center, maybe get a little bit of that, what do you call this patch here in the center, this little gorilla patch here, this guy? What's this one?
On your chest?
Yeah, right here. This is for a little...
Your camera's a little high, bro.
Sorry, there you go. Sorry, I apologize. You're right. Yeah, right here. This little...
a chest patch.
Chest,
right?
okay.
I'm not calling it a gorilla or anything.
Well, it's a little...
I feel like that gets a little dangerous.
No, you're right. You're probably yeah. You might. I might not think of it. I might just say it. Right. So okay, let's take it down the happy trail. Okay, let's move on down the happy trail to the tummy, and we forgot the armpits, but we'll leave them alone.
The pits, back hair. You got back hair.
Back hair. We forget about it and try not to mention it, but we'll move down to maybe the bush. Can we say? Okay. Yeah. And if we may have missed the forearms, but that's only one person I know. Onto the legs.
Well, and I'm going to ask about that.
I don't there's questions we had. Onto the legs, down to the toes. We all have hair, and it grows. Crack your ass onto the back. It's all there.
And now you and I are old enough that we get random ear hairs.
Yeah,
you get that long nose hair.
Yeah. Let's start at the top. Let's start at the top, Duder.
Work our way down.
Let's start at the top, work our way down. The head of hair. the gray to the the Elvis. Let's call it the full. You keeping what you got. And everything in between.
You call it the Elvis, and it just occurred to me something. I'm so glad you said it was Australian dudes who came up with movember.
Yeah.
I'm so glad it happened with these Australian dudes in the 90s and like the end of the 90s and not like the early 90s, because it could have been mullet Movember. Like, we got mustaches, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
But we're like 5 years off from it being a mullet thing for Men's Health.
So, I mean, the interesting part of your statement is that, take a guess what the number one haircut in 2021 is.
No, it's a mullet.
Sorry, brother.
Is it business in the front, party in the back?
The number one comeback never left the party and always kept it straight business. The mullet is making a solid comeback. I can show you a picture, and I think it would be in the ream of like 10 photos back of a mullet from one of my nephews that came over real recently. Yeah. So, I mean, to tell you, it's in the forefront. I think it has a lot to do with COVID, that people gave it up, and then there was a funny joke for a while, and then the funny joke stuck. That's what I think happened. But it's back.
I mean, that's how I grew my mustache. COVID, I wasn't going anywhere. We're sitting at home.
Yeah.
Anytime I left, I had a mask.
Yeah.
I was like, well, no better time than the present. And I grew it. And my partner's like, hey, I kind of like that. And now, it's like 18 months deep, and I still got a mustache.
Still got a mustache, and a strong mustache at that, sir, if I may say. I'm
calling it the Tim Selleck. It's not quite Tom Selleck, but it could be like his less attractive brother.
Wow. I mean, dang, bro. I mean, it's pretty nice. I'd take a picture of it and look at it. There you go. That's a nice one. But okay, so on a hair.
All right, back to hair.
And hair and the mullet, right? Okay, hair and the mullets. I definitely rocked style of hair. I did the flat top. I did a couple of lines.
Did you ever do the kid and play?
Yeah, it was fun. It was a great time. My son is trying to do it right now. He's decided, Dad, I want to do the one like this. I'm like this? He's like, no, where you shave the sides and it's just the top. And I just started doing a little dance, and I tried to hit his foot, and he was like, I don't get it. And I was like, well, then
why are you kicking me?
You can't have the haircut, son. All right? You can't do the dance.
You need to watch House Party. Let me sit you down.
But there's a comic out, and it's a white kid and a black kid. G knows the name of it, and it's Harold is the name of the black guy for some reason, and so he's got it. He's got almost the Gumby. And so
that was where I was going next.
Yeah,
he had the Gumby.
Yeah, and so good hairstyles. I've run the fro. I've run the full fro, which was just fun. I mean, I might as well have bleached it blonde because they say blondes have more fun. It was so much fun having a fro.
Did you put the pick in it?
100, fist and all, son. I always love the fist pick because it says there's a peace sign in it, and I mean, you see and read what you want to see and read. If all you see is a fist, and you don't see the peace sign, then you're missing the point. It's all there. It's so anyways, fist, pick 100, loved it, best time. I mean, matter of fact, that's when I joined the White Baseball League, Anaheim Hills Baseball League, excuse me, and it was my son. You can see the picture for yourself, damn it. All right. You see my son like a speck on this team. Okay. Real clear of which. Yeah. Well, yeah. Which one's your son? That one. That one. And that's when I grew my fro large, with attitude. I used to sit my baseball cap, Cubs at the time, right on
just
top.
Rested on top.
Yeah, just rested that bad boy.
So you don't have enough sports knowledge to get this reference, but that's Bake McBride.
Okay,
the dude. He's the baseball player who made that cool.
Okay, I believe him. Okay, because I felt.
I mean, first of all, his name was Bake McBride.
Not bad.
So I feel like he could have made anything cool.
Probably true. Dude, did you do anything super sexy to the top of your head? Not quite at the mustache yet, but is there anything special in there?
I mean, I did the mohawk for a brief minute.
Mohawk solid.
And then it was more faux hawk because the mohawk is a hard thing.
You got to keep up on a mohawk, bro.
To keep up.
Yeah.
You got to like shave that every day. or every other day, and I'm not about that.
Some badasses are committed more than you think to their hair. These guys out there with a mohawk, it's all spiked with hairspray. That's commitment, people. Okay.
It was when French and I were living together.
Okay.
And I came home one day, and our neighbor was over, and I told the neighbor, I was like, "Hey man, shave a mohawk in my head right now." And he's like I just got this energy that I needed a mohawk.
Got a man energy.
And he's like, "For real?" I was like, "For real, man. Let's just do it." And he did it, and then everybody's like, "Hey man, your mohawk's crooked." And I'm like, "What the, bro? This is why I had you do it. I could have done it crooked. This is why I had second hands do it." So we had to clean it up. But yeah, then it starts growing out. I didn't want to do the maintenance, so I went a little more faux hawk, and I just do a Utah on the sides, give me 2, and then still do mohawk in the center. And then you get to a certain point where, I'd have to comb it back when I went to work because I didn't want to be that guy at work.
Yeah, I know that guy.
So then you just have the hair in the center and it's slicked back.
Yeah,
and it kind of looks a little goofy.
Mm-hmm.
Little Tim Kozak,
there you go.
8th grade with the 3 flowers. and then after that, I just kind of, what you see is what you get. I just kind of part it.
Yeah.
Like, old man or nerd pocket protector style.
I like the pocket protector
and little lift in the front.
Mm-hmm.
But back in the day, I used to do the Zach Morris, which is the step haircut.
Oh, wow.
Where you kind of, shave it up and then it kind of folds down a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
So I did that for a little bit. I had the Anthony Kiedis, just the long hair, punk rock, Red Hot Chili Peppers. When you're headbanging, the whole thing's moving.
Oh, the Kurt Cobain. Is that what you're saying?
Well, you say Kurt Cobain, I go Anthony Kiedis. But
okay,
yeah, same.
All right.
We're talking about the same thing.
Same thing you talking about. Okay.
Talking about the same thing you talking about. Right. So yeah, I had a little fun with hair. I never dyed my hair. I've never put any product to change the color in my hair. I've always just kept whatever this natural chestnut mahogany brown is that I have.
Mahogany? Is that what
that's
you
where I'm going.
Okay, all right, go with mahogany. Let me double.
Never frosted my tips. You ever do that?
I didn't frost the tip. I bleached the shit black. I mean blonde. I mean, but Cisco is a real shit. So I mean, if you were around when Cisco came out and you're like the dragon, then you did some peroxide shit. And so yeah, I jumped into that bag. It was fun. I don't care. It was fun. I had a great time.
Yeah.
But I asked G, before we go downtown and start talking about real hair. Was there ever a style or a hairstyle did you ever have hair? I guess is the question, because I've known you for a while and I don't think I've seen a major change. Oh, here he comes! Oh, damn! Ah!
Yes.
Yeah, he's here, baby. Did you hear that, G? I told him, hey, baby, if you ever come in here, you better come in with your own music. He was like, fuck it, Dwayne, I'll do it. I was like, oh, go ahead, give it to me,
bring
baby.
my own music.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had 3 bands with hair extensions down the center of my head when I was doing martial arts.
Like a cone roll, like 1, 2, 3 of them?
3 of them.
Uh-huh.
And they have red, yellow, and green beads.
Man. I wouldn't want to fight that dude. He said when he was doing martial arts.
Yeah. When I was
if I stepped up to the line or the ring, whatever, the mat, if I stepped up to the mat and I saw that dude, I'd be, this is a wrap for me.
Everything else was shaved.
Wow. So you just said, so it was the Tim Kozak. It was the, but he had the 3 last of Mohicans. I always say it's like a full commitment mullet. I always say, a full commitment, like laid back and down. But
I liked when I threw punches. It
swung.
a little snappy sound.
Oh,
yeah. So it was fun.
You don't want your own soundtrack when you're getting your ass beat. That's for
sure. Oh well, I'm gonna grab out the razor. I guess we can look at facial hair in men and say that that's changed over the years. Mustaches. I worked at Disney for 5 years and I wasn't able to grow any facial hair. And then one day they were like, "Just kidding." And I was, what? Just kidding. Everyone's fine. And I was like, okay. And then I grew it. And they're like, sorry, you can't do that. But I'm growing a mustache. Yeah, you have to have a mustache.
You have to be grandfathered in.
You mean if I leave and come back with a mustache, we're cool? Yeah. But if I try to grow a mustache, I'm out? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because we can't discriminate if you already have one.
Right.
But we can if you're already an employee.
You're trying to grow one. We're just gonna knock that off.
I feel like facial hair trends change more frequently than head hair trends. Like it used to be clean cut was the thing. Like
90s.
everybody clean cut, no facial hair.
Yeah.
And now it's like I feel like 70% of dudes got a beard or a mustache or something.
But isn't that
like
just
in the 90s it was sideburns.
right? But
it was the 90210 Dylan McKay.
Dylan, yeah. But isn't that like just a continuous coin flip though? Like hair, no hair, hair, no hair, hair, no hair.
Yeah, it's hair, no hair.
Hair, no hair.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because 70s, go back to the 70s.
They were rocking the what was it who was the Dylan McKay at the time? The Bee Gees? Who was pushing the sideburns hard in the 70s?
Any man that didn't shave and had his shirt
Elton
off.
John?
Elton John, yeah, there you go. That's sexy. That's that's all just Elton John would just be out there just wanna know the train to go. I don't know those words. But
this is your song.
moving okay, so off the face, because we that's a coin flip. With mustache, beard.
Well, I got a
get pushback
with facial hair before we move. I couldn't grow sideburns when they were cool. And I still can't is the thing. But man, that's like the one regret of all hairstyles, all facial hair. I wish like 1998, if I could have grown sideburns, if I could go back in time and do one thing that I couldn't do, that might be it.
You think sideburns would have pulled it down? Like you think the sideburns back in the day were just so Dylan McKay that just anybody with them?
I mean, I don't know that it would have changed my life any. But it's the one that got away.
I see. Yeah, the one that got it away. I think I don't know. I mean, full beard, I can't do it. I'm scraggly all day if I try to go full beard. But then I don't know. I mean, the 90s were good to me.
I try to grow a full beard. I definitely get stopped by TSA at the airport.
Yeah, 100%. Excuse me, sir. Could I?
You've been randomly
select you for a moment?
Yeah.
I just do that when I walk through without a beard, but it's fine. But anyway, moving down, shaving the beard, moving it down to the chest hair. Okay, I want to get into here. Should we start with the back, or do we all just agree that if you have a chance, take it off? Has there ever been a time when back hair is cool, or is it always shave it just to be safe? I don't think back hair was ever cool, but I don't know. I mean, I had my kids had picked my back hair this weekend. I was like, just get back there with the tweezers, guys. It'll be fun. Ow! Yeah, that's fun. Make daddy hurt. Ow! Yeah, but they're just pulling onesies and twosies. They're not pulling.
Well, that's all, I get like eight hairs.
But we're really not talking about 8 hairs. We're talking about furry, bro. Right. We're talking about furry backs, not hair on your back that lays down. And
I'm just saying it's not something I have to worry about.
Right. Well, then let's talk about it then. Is that a dude? I mean, I don't know if we're voting guys off or on the boat, but I mean, are we asking someone to shave? Is this, excuse me, sir? Yeah. Here's this and this. You figure it out. You point it in the right direction. When it comes to back hair, or is it? Are we just accepting it as part of man being a man? Being a man, baby, I feel
Austin
like Powers. There you go.
That's what you were going for.
Austin.
Earlier,
Yeah,
Austin
it was.
Powers.
Yeah, it was.
I feel like if you have enough chest and back hair that when you take off your shirt, it looks like you put on a sweater.
Yeah.
Then it's up to you. You get to decide what to do with it. I'm not the dude with 8 back hairs and 6 chest hairs doesn't get to tell you what to do.
I just pluck mine, bro. But you have like a full situation.
Like you got a full thing. You could carve someone's name into that.
All right,
you can style it.
All right, we'll leave the back hair alone. We won't mess with the grizzly. Those who have. We'll start with the front. Someplace that I personally take care of and have been for years and years and years. That has nothing to do with what anybody else has to say, and all has to do with feeling. But I shave my chest. I'll say it. I take the some people say, well, how close do you go? Shaven, sir, not stirred. Okay,
blade to skin.
Blade to skin. That's right. And it's a personal preference. I tell you, when I work out more, I save it. I'm like, oh wait. Maybe next week. There we go. That's what we were looking for. And it makes you feel good. I wake up. I take a nice shower. I was like, hey, that feels great. I get a compliment or two from the wife. But it's a personal choice. Is why I do it. Dude, good or bad thing? Should keep it, toss it. What do we do with the front hair? What do we? I call it the Austin Powers. It's everything that says yeah, baby, all here, all in the front.
Yeah, I mean, more power to you. If you can grow an ample, masculine chest hair, more power to you. I cannot. I can only grow enough that it looks like I've just reached puberty. So I shave it.
Okay.
And I go blade to skin.
There you go.
Like you, if I've been working out and I got a little pump going on.
Yeah.
In my case, if I also got a little tan going on, then I'm like, ooh, this is looking good. Now I shave it down and I'm feeling great. But if I leave those 6 chest hairs, honestly, nobody's gonna notice. I could be taking my shirt off in the middle of the desert at noon in broad daylight when everybody can see clearly.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't know I have.
But there's nobody in the desert. You know that. So, I mean, I don't wait. But the beach would have helped.
I just mean with no obstructions.
Clarity, sir. Clarity.
There's no shade. There's nothing blocking it. And you could be right there standing in front of me.
All right.
And you wouldn't know that I have chest hair.
Now, I have explained a lot of things that maybe people, some think is weird, some think is don't. But I want to talk about something that I think is kind of weird. Your arms.
This is what I wanted to talk about. I'm glad we got here.
Okay. I'm trying to do it, to be fair. I'm just trying to go from the top to the bottom. I'm not calling anything else specific. I'll start with the underarms. I'll start with here.
Right.
I shave my underarms. Maybe that's weird.
Oh.
Maybe that's strange.
Do you go blade to skin?
No.
Or you do like trimmer?
I take but my trimmer's pretty solid. So, when I trim the sides of my head, you think I got a bald head. Right. So when I use a trimmer, it's not a blade, but I mean, if you'd have to come inspect it to know that I didn't use a blade, if that makes,
Right.
So
yeah.
I don't say blade to skin, but sure, I'll say blade to skin. I don't really use a razor, razor bumps. But no, armpits are gone, duder. I mean, they're pretty, what is it? They're pretty wet. Let's see. I guess
There it is.
I got to get to that sometime.
That's a naked armpit.
There you go.
Right
there you go. But yeah, again, in comfortability, when I walk around with my Don King in a headlock,
Yeah.
I don't necessarily feel great about it. So you know what? Yeah, hey, look at that. Arms up, and I'm sure, as I'm not right now, as you can tell.
Yeah.
And that's my thing. But maybe that's weird, dude. Is that weird? That's strange.
I don't know that it's weird, but you're making me question my decision. I've never brought any blade, scissor, razor, clippers to the Don King in a headlock area of my body.
Okay.
I have my full accoutrement of natural hair underneath my arm.
Okay.
And I don't know. Now I'm wondering, I got to go home and ask my partner, hey, should I have been trimming this, or what's
the deal with that? I get you.
What's the deal with the forest in your arms? Yeah. So I don't know. I just let it rock.
Okay.
I just go all natural.
All right.
But is there a gender differentiation to that? Because you shave,
yes, sir.
do you expect women to shave, or do you think their body, their choice? Let
me tell you what I want to do.
Should I look at it differently since I don't shave?
Let me tell you what I want to do with most women's bodies. Okay, it is your body, but it is my choice to be up on it. Okay.
Yeah, fair enough.
Okay, it's your body. It's my choice to be up on it. And if you shave your armpits, I guarantee you I'll lay my head closer to your bosom. If you don't shave your armpits, I might go use the ear as I go away from the pit. It just because it's a little scratchy, it makes me tickle. But I don't think I would see the bushy girl walk towards me and be like, "Yo, ma'am, we could do this, but I'm afraid you're gonna have to take care of the armpits first. Because if you don't,
I'm totally down, but here's a razor.
exactly, yeah, no,
Some Barbasol.
I feel like if I commit, it's not to her pits. You know, I feel I'm committing somewhere.
Have you ever been with a naturally pitted woman?
All right, let me hit the wife. Don't listen to this episode. Yes.
All right.
You know, I mean, occasionally, I'm pretty close with my wife in 20 years. I'm sure I will get some shit for this, but occasionally, because she waxes, she has to let it grow.
You're in between.
Yes, there's the in between, right? And so and if you wax, you gotta let it go. You can't catch it. You know, you really gotta.
No, there's that period where you're giving into, look, I got to deal with this because then it's gonna get better. I'm gonna wax it.
Exactly.
But in order to wax it, it's got to be a certain length.
So I've gotten in retrospect, I've gotten maybe a cheekful of some of that at a time.
Yeah.
You know, and it didn't help the situation, but I definitely finished, and so did she, and everybody was fine, and it all worked out. So. I mean, I don't feel I'm committed here because of your pits, but, you know, I mean, if you shaved it, it's great. You know, I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate that. But moving on from pits, getting out of the stinky area and moving on.
Hold on. Before we move on,
back.
I just want to clarify my position on naturally pitted women.
Okay. All right.
Because I asked the question, so I feel like it paints me in the corner of shaven. And I just want to say that your body, your choice, and the hair you have under your arms has never made me think any different, whether it's shaven or unshaven.
See there, everybody who walked up to Duder one day and felt unsure should have been sure. Should have been sure.
That's right.
Okay, arms, dude. I find this strange because I don't have to do it. And again, just like the back hair, you know, we give guys the card. We say, what is that? A full 40? Yeah, your choice. You know,
right.
your choice. But again, you know, in the arm category, I don't know, man. Maybe it's because I don't want to put a razor. I mean, I put a razor in other places, but I don't want to put a razor on my arms. But I don't have a problem. What's the word? Swimmers, I know, is a quick out. I've heard for most.
Yeah, I'm a swimmer.
Yeah, I'm a swimmer, and I was like, must be resistful. You know, it must. You know, isn't that supposed to help you paddle with? But I guess not.
I was saying, if ducks have feathers and they can get away with it, the little bit of arm hair you have.
Is the arm hair shave weird? Is that? Are we gonna say that one's weird, or no? We're gonna leave it with the back hair.
Well, much like frosted tips, there was a time in our life where shaving the arms was a trend.
Was it?
I knew more than one person in my life who was up on the arm shaving game, and I was like,
I gotta hear the music. Hold on, G. I gotta hear the music. Is Duda the only one alone to say that he knows more than one person that shaved their arm as a thing in a particular time era? There you go. It almost yeah. There it is.
Had to get batteries for radio.
Well, I used to shave my arms and my legs as a cyclist.
As a cyclist, wind resistance.
Yeah.
Talk about sports again, you know,
Yeah.
every time.
And shaving the pubes.
We're not there yet. We're not down there. We're not there. Whoa. We're not. Hey, easy.
I'm not going to come back in with music. So I'm going to get mine out right now.
All right. Listen, I guess we'll take off on the hair. We'll leave it. I guess it's a general thing. I thought it was a very individual.
Did you ever track your time with hair versus without hair?
Yes.
What was the difference?
Yeah.
Oh, a couple of hundreds.
Wow. You sure you were doing better that day?
Between first and third, right there.
You know. Let's move down. Let's take it off since G wants to go. We passed the landing strip, by the way, all the tummy, which is just a lot of fun.
Trail.
The happy trail, thank you, which I've heard is sexy. But if we're gonna pass the happy trail, G, talk to me about your genitalia.
Shade.
No. Talk to me about the hair. Don't talk to me about your genitalia.
Okay, talk about the hair on your genitalia.
Shade.
Okay, all right.
Shade.
Here we go. What year did you start shaving your balls?
Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
Like that?
I don't shave my balls.
Excuse me? Okay.
I shave my pubes.
Okay. Oh, we're talking about two different areas. Good.
Yes.
Oh, this is good. This is good. We're gonna get specific. All right.
There's a distinction.
All right. We're talking about the bush, aka
Yeah.
landing strip, aka all fun points to hear, versus the actual member. Right. We're talking about the members. Right. The guys in the club.
Well,
Members only.
the guys down at the bottom. I don't deal with.
Well, there's those guys, and then there's the head guy. You know, there's
the head guy. He doesn't have hair.
That's exactly right.
Okay. All right. So then you say that you take care of the bush. Is that fair? Okay. Is this a razor situation?
Yes.
Okay. This is what do we call that? Skin to razor, razor skin?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since
Yep.
when have you?
Call that
How long?
The Michael Jordan.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Oh,
I would only call it the Kobe so I could say it. That's it.
Good
There you go.
gosh.
Kelvin.
When's the first time you showed us your penis in a car?
I don't think
With
that was a question.
parents.
Was that a question?
Yeah.
That's-
damn.
That's when I started.
Oh, damn it.
He was like, "Oh, I see. I
Oh,
see
damn
him
it.
behind the time."
Oh, damn it. What's the guy? He said,
That
"Where's
was like me with the sideburns. First time I saw a kid at school with sideburns, I was like, "God damn it!"
He said, Dwayne, when's the first time you showed me yours? Yeah, that's when I started.
Yeah.
All right.
Pretty much.
All right. I liked that it was in the car too. It was like
Yes.
you were going somewhere, and somehow
We were trying to get
conversation
Dwayne
led
into the car, and Dwayne was
this.
having an argument with Terrence, and
Oh,
Dwayne decided, I'm not ashamed. I'm going to show you mine.
yeah.
And he pulled it. Look at
What
that.
was that argument about?
I don't even know, dude.
remember.
That's what's crazy. That's great. You know,
I can't remember.
There's been things remembered. From
No,
that
bro, I
argument.
called shotgun. Look.
It could have been. It could have been.
Well, then I'll
But,
ask.
yeah.
Then I'll ask a different question because that question, the first question, had a second question that will not follow up. But a different question is, how has it been working out for you since you have started shaving?
2003.
Thank you.
I like it as long as I can keep the maintenance up on it.
Okay,
That's the thing.
it's a maintenance
Yeah.
issue for sure.
It's a lot of
Yeah.
work.
Yeah, no, I mean, as I know,
Like the mohawk, once you let a little bit of the stubble come out,
Yeah.
now you're in an in-between phase. And it's
Yeah.
like, do I want to deal with the roughness I'm about to go through, or do I want to wait a week?
But
since
now that I'm not having sex anymore because I'm married,
Man.
we,
Yeah, but your wife still has sex.
yeah,
so-
you're right, exactly.
I
See?
have no idea
See?
if she is or not.
I was going to say, G,
But,
you know the married code, which is we don't talk about sex because we don't have it, but that's why we don't talk
Yes.
about it. Okay.
Yes.
But
So
we
it's mostly just for me now.
it's just because I feel wonderful.
Yes, I like that it's smooth.
So, dude, since we don't have to ask about me,
Yeah, we got it. At least we know what you used to do.
we might not have a time reference to mine, but we definitely understand that I am a leader of men, as you can tell. Duder, shaven, not shaven, sir. I don't know how else to put it for you.
I mean, I didn't ever get in an argument with you in the car.
No,
But-
and evidently
but
you
I
shouldn't.
will
Evidently
say
you
that-
shouldn't, because if you
I
do,
will say that I like your style, and I like to keep it high and tight.
there you go, high and tight.
I like to rock the Michael Jordan, but I am not opposed to bringing back the 70s from time to time.
Oh,
I like to- I don't have, as a person who has very little body hair,
Okay,
I like to use what the Lord has given me
understand.
and
Amen.
and style it,
Okay,
depending on my mood.
yeah,
And I really only have two places I can do that.
right.
And you've seen the mustache.
Yeah, I've seen the mustache, and
And
nice
you
job, nice strong.
And you haven't seen
No, I have
if
not.
the carpet matches the drape.
No, I have not seen the man stash. No, I've just seen
Right.
the mustache. And so I can only imagine if you take as much time upstairs as you do downstairs. Well, right on, I would say. But Duder, in knowing your preference, how long has it been since you had hair and then didn't have hair?
Since I've had hair and then didn't. Well,
Right.
I mean, are you saying when did I start?
That's, I mean, because you definitely, I'm assuming at some point went through puberty. And then you said, you know what? Let me try this. And it wasn't after getting out of the car with me. So I can't blame myself for your, where you're at. What made you make the switch? There was an age, there was a time. and,
I'd like
and a
to
place.
think I was an early adapter.
Okay.
I'm not sure which one is correct,
Pick your poison.
but I mean, I'll go back to like high school,
Wow. Okay. All right.
and I was already blade to skin, and I was not just the head man in charge, but I the full team
Oh yeah.
gets cleaned up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I understand. Not just the bush, but you go ahead and bring in the boys. Is what you're saying.
I bring in the boys.
Yeah.
You got to be matching.
Do you do it? I just never wondered, because sometimes I find myself wondering if I'm ever doing this correctly. You ever seen the when they shave a guy in the chair and they grab the chin and they do and they grab the like that? Do you ever grab the top just to do the same thing? You ever grab the top of it just to pull it out with the full extension to make sure you get all the crevices in between the edges there? Or do you
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about. The full goose, right?
Yeah. Full goose.
Yeah.
That's exactly right. You gotta go full goose. You gotta unwrinkle
the
wrinkle
you gotta get
part.
you get the yeah.
And really get in there.
Okay.
Get a good clean. Now the thing I have never done, and I'm not against. My life hasn't led me down this path yet.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't done the waxing yet.
Oh, my friend.
And we're talking about getting in the
Yeah,
in
we're
the
talking about
crevices.
it. We're talking about it. Yeah. I myself have tried the wax, not down there.
Okay.
But I have tried the wax, and I can say this from trying the wax in other places: go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I figured.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, with all due respect, like, and go fuck yourself. There's no reason to define smooth by pulling. You can define smooth by cutting, and chances are you only need it smooth for if you're good 2 hours, and if you're not, 24 hours. However long it takes you to pull it. But the point is, you don't need it to be smooth for 10 days. Okay.
But my thinking was there was a time not too long ago, a couple years ago, where I was attending a lot of clothing optional places.
Okay.
Resorts, parties, etc., beaches.
I like the beach one.
And I thought, instead of having to stay on top of this,
Right.
maybe just in the beginning of the summer, have someone yank it all out, and I don't know, does it last a couple months maybe, and then I'm good for all these events.
Mm-hmm.
But I just decided, do my own thing, bring the razor, bring the Barbasol.
I don't know what kind of a commitment that is, but it's just the kind of commitment that I can't make. And I commit to most things. But I just feel like there's other ways without pain. So in this, that we're all hairless men. We can talk about the fact of whether we believe that the opposite sex or same sex or your partner in the relationship appreciates or doesn't care about this issue. Appreciates the fact that this is a thing, or says, you know what, it's your body, it's your choice, and I really don't care what you do with it, bro. Because if I can remember the conversation from 90s plus, that's post since I've gone through puberty till today, like 90s plus, right? I can remember the conversation being, I prefer this. I definitely would prefer them to have no hair down there and be shaven. Why? Well, it makes things easier to find, and more slap, less tickle. You know what I mean? And it just, I don't know, easier to get into. And I don't have to take a flashlight. I can just, I can figure everything out plain as you can see. So, has there ever been a conversation with you and your partner? I'll go second. G, you can take this if you want to, but with or without the music is fine. Of whether or not they preferred or didn't prefer, because I would assume that for the men in the audience who haven't maybe gone down the razor route, that maybe they're holding strong to their idea that this is how it's supposed to be, or maybe they don't think there's a difference or there's no big deal. So it doesn't matter either which way, right, honey? Your thoughts, Duder or G, whoever wants to take that one.
So we're saying we're still talking about our personal bodies, not what we prefer on someone else.
Correct.
What our partner prefers on us.
Whether or not they prefer it on you and have mentioned it so.
Yeah. The only feedback that I've gotten
There you
from
go,
my
feedback.
current partner
There you go.
is that stubble is the worst possible scenario.
Okay.
You either, let it grow out where it's a little softer, or you stay on top of that shit. But you start to get a little bit of stubble, then you start to get some uh, adverse reactions.
Adverse reactions is a polite way to say this shit hurts. G, what have been your thoughts on what would have been your reviews? What have been your star reviews on this?
What is your Yelp rating?
I don't have a rating.
Oh.
My wife could go either way. She says, as long as you're happy.
Mm.
Says, well, we're not having sex anyways. So.
Yeah,
exactly. And she's all natural, so I don't think she could tell the difference.
Yeah, it'd be But would you agree with what Duder said? Shaven or not, just keep the stubble to yourself.
Well, I gotta keep it shaved.
Yeah,
because it's itchy.
Yeah,
coming in.
Yeah. Nobody likes.
You don't want an ingrown hair down there.
No. Take care of it. If you. The only words my father ever gave me when I showed it to him, probably the same day I showed it to G, was, son, you got to take care of that. And I was like, I know, but I don't know how to, Dad. It's weird. It grows back.
I thought I was talking about something else.
Yeah.
Here's a tip for all 6 of our listeners.
But just the tip.
Alcohol. You put alcohol on the ingrown hair, and it dries it out, and it brings it to the surface. And then it will come out on its own. So you don't got to be, digging in there, creating other issues.
Yeah. Yeah. Don't drink the alcohol, same alcohol. It's a different kind of.
I'll leave you to your own devices there. But you dry it out, put some alcohol in there, you'll be good to go in a day or two.
Well, I believe you.
I can't put whiskey down there.
I haven't tried that, but I'm thinking more along the lines of like rubbing alcohol.
Oh, okay. So 151.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. Well, I feel like we have shaved this well. And dude, if we have a minute, which we're gonna go a little bit back to Movember and off of testicles, it's lit, or what are you smoking? Do you have one for us today?
Yeah, so we're going from, just to clarify, we're going from the genital region to the mustache ride.
Yeah, bring it back.
It's full circle as far as I'm concerned.
And we'll talk one day. Is the mustache ride hair or non-hair only? Seatbelts, people. Make sure everybody's on the same ride. As you never know. Maybe I have to get a guest on for that.
So
one.
we have a it's lit, or what are you smoking? Are these names of mustache styles? If you believe that it is a real name of a mustache style that I got off the website that I no longer have in front of me, but you'll have to take my word for it, it was official, then you will say that it's lit. And if you think I made up the mustache style, then you will say, what are you smoking?
All right.
And this is for both you and G.
That's what I'll keep score on this one. I got you.
You keep score. G needs to unmute and no music needed.
All right.
All right. And since there's no music needed, we're going to let G go first. It's lit, or what are you smoking? Shell. The Shell mustache. Shell. G.
Sure, it's lit.
She says it's lit. Over to Debo.
I mean, I feel like you're rocking the Shell, technically. So I'm going to say it's lit. The Shell.
The Shell is what are you smoking?
Really?
Point for the dude. Yeah.
And I bet you won't tell me what yours is called yet, so you got to hold on to that one.
We gotta wait.
All right.
It's lit, or what are you smoking? Imperial. The Imperial mustache. Imperial. Over to Debo.
First of all, I'm offended that they decided to go ahead and call it that one. And second of all, I'm going to say it's lit and be pissed. So there you go. It's lit.
And you say it's real, and that's why you're pissed.
Yeah.
Over to G.
I know there's an Imperial haircut, so why not a mustache?
All right. See, I thought that one was going to get a better response, but you're both right. It is lit.
You forgot who you were asking. We were like, oh, we know Imperial's a thing, bro. Yeah. Okay.
Because I saw that and I had your reaction. I was like, oh, fuck this. And I was like, wait a minute. That'll work.
Yeah. All right. There it is. 1-1.
All right. 1-1. And we're going to go with the Walrus. Over to G. Walrus. Is walrus a mustache style?
Wouldn't that be like a wimpy mustache? So it's lit.
A Wimpy, the cartoon
Yeah,
character.
would be the
from
ham with the
Popeye.
cheeseburger. One hamburger today.
Cheeseburger on Tuesday.
Yeah, that's the one.
Yeah, because his kind of had over the lip type of thing.
All right, unkempt.
Mm-hmm.
So he's calling it lit, and I
He's
mean,
lit.
the walrus obviously it would be two tusks, but I might have called that one something a little different than the walrus. So I'm gonna say, what are you smoking? Although I believe it's probably a real one, but it's too close. So I'm gonna say, what are you smoking?
It is lit. The walrus is a real deal.
Yeah.
No tusks needed.
Yeah.
It's just like the like G said, it
walrus.
just hangs over the lip.
Yep.
You got a little bit of that Wilford Brimley going.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Wilford Brimley. He was known for that.
Called
Little
it the,
cocoon.
Did you call it the unkept? Is that what you called it?
That's
The
what I
walrus.
call it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. It's lit, or what are you smoking? Mustache styles over to Debo, the horseshoe.
All right. Upside down. I guess all these will make sense then. I shouldn't try to make sense out of them to make them right. Because obviously a horseshoe and a walrus.
Because I probably thought it through.
Yeah, you probably.
Fake ones. I mean, you never know.
I mean, you come prepared as you've ever been. So I can't imagine you didn't think of it. So I'm going to go ahead. Stall is over. What are you smoking?
Yeah.
What are you smoking?
He's Googling
yeah,
now.
Yeah. What are you smoking? What are you smoking?
What are you smoking? Over to G, the horseshoe. Or
I'm
just
gonna go
horseshoe.
with,
I guess I don't need to put the in front of these.
What are you smoking? I'm going with that one. That's kind of hard to keep up.
Yeah, it is lit. The horseshoe
Really?
is lit.
Because
The
you gotta
horseshoe
shave over
is-
the lip.
The horseshoe is what I always referred to as a handlebar mustache.
Yes.
And in looking this up, I was incorrect. That is called a horseshoe.
So,
Oh.
are you admitting that the handlebar mustache is not a thing? Are you saying that out?
The
into
handlebar mustache may or may not be a thing. We're
Okay.
not done with the game.
We're not okay. All right, I was just
But
asking.
I'm just saying that I was confused,
Okay.
and I was calling the horseshoe the handlebar.
Is that 70s mustache that goes down to the chin?
There's this guy.
Yeah.
All the way down, but you
All
don't
the way
have a beard
down.
here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just go like that.
I got
That's a horseshoe.
Debo's got a picture with that mustache. In trying to pick my mustache for my bachelor party, I went through a couple of them, and I got a picture of me with the one you're discussing. But because I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt, I looked like Hawaii 5-0. I looked like
Right.
You know.
You were close to Magnum PI.
Magnum PI. That was the guy. Yeah, I was supposed to that
Yeah.
guy. Yeah. Anyway, I sucked.
I did the first one of the quarantine. I did the horseshoe, and I kept calling it the handlebar. All right, we got a couple more here. I'm going to give this to G to start. It's lit, or what are you smoking? The John Wesley Harding. The John Wesley Harding.
You get 3 names for a mustache?
Since I don't know who John Wesley Harding is, what are you smoking?
What are you smoking? Over to Debo.
If I got the score correct, 3-1, G. Really fun to say it. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and say it's lit. Really fun to say. You get to say all these fun
What
names.
do you picture? What mustache style do you picture the John Wesley Harding being?
It would definitely be something Western. Because when I hear the name John, I think John Wayne, and that doesn't mean Western, but it could. Who knows? So some maybe Western, probably not the monocle guy twist, but who knows? Could definitely. Maybe I saw it in Tombstone, maybe I didn't. But strong and Western is the way I go with.
It is What Are You Smoking? And not only is it What Are You Smoking, it's a Bob Dylan song title.
Oh, man. Is that really a Bob Dylan song?
That's really a Bob Dylan song. You can look it up. John Wesley Harding.
Man.
I did it.
I mean,
You did it.
Bob Dylan songs. I'm trying to pull up my is that Hotel Lafayette? No. All right, man. With your Bob Dylan and the fact that you love Bob Dylan,
You had
and
to have connections
Yeah,
to
the
get
connections,
certain things.
right.
I remember I had to get a Too Short album.
no, it's too short.
And-
Sorry,
and,
thought I had Bob Dylan pulled up. All right.
I did have to get connections for the Too Short album. We got time for a couple more?
Yeah, I got time for a minute. Here you go.
All right. Debo, you're going to start
But I
this
hear
off.
guitar
I
and
got
harmonica.
a couple things here. Number one, I really like Bob Dylan.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
So
gonna
let's start
influence-
there. Okay. Good to go.
That's
All
going to
right.
influence
Okay.
my
Fair
decision.
enough.
I'm not gonna hide that fact. Let's be transparent about
Okay.
that. Like,
All right. Just get that out.
Let's be transparent
Let's be
about
transparent about your Bob Dylan and Debo's non-Bob Dylan words. I'm just gonna use a Bob Dylan song and see if Debo thinks this is a mustache.
I'm going to see how many It's Lit or What Are You Smoking's I can include a Bob Dylan in, and not just include it, and get you to think it's the real thing.
I think you're up to like 4 in total. Nice job.
Yeah. All right. This one's for Debo. The It's Lit or What Are You Smoking mustache style, the chevron.
Well, the shell is a real thing. Why not the chevron?
Right.
I mean,
solid logic.
Man, when you're not doing good, you just start shooting in the dark. So I'm going to say it's lit. I'm going to stick there. I'm sticking this corner. These are all real things.
It's lit. Over to G.
Chevron.
The chevron.
Chevron.
A chevron is an upside down V, since I'm Navy. So I might go, what are you smoking?
All right. The we all had to draw that.
I did. Yeah, I was like, upside down.
The chevron is lit.
Yeah.
And your memory was incorrect. The shell was what are you smoking?
Just that you started with the shell, and I had to figure out because chevron to me, I see the shell symbol. So
that's exactly how I worked it out.
Yeah.
But the chevron was lit. And I was like, all right, let me throw a shell.
Mordecai mustache. It goes V.
So the chevron is almost like what I'm rocking, but it's got more pyramid to the sides of it. You go a little thick and then thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
almost Hitler, but you just didn't close it.
For me, it's a check up. It's upside down V, so it would go like, you take your 2 fingers.
I mean, you're too witness protection for me to see.
Yeah, I am. I know. Well, take 2 fingers.
Right, you got this.
Make a peace sign and stick it under your nose.
And now I know what I'm doing.
That's a different chevron. Hey.
All right. Now we're back to the mustache. Right?
Yeah.
Debo, you still keeping score?
I got 5-2. I got 5-2 over here.
All right, we got just enough left for you to maybe come back.
That's where I like to be, baby.
That's where you like to be. All right, this one we're gonna have G start this one off. The lampshade.
What are you smoking?
The lampshade. What are you smoking?
I'm gonna stick with him. What are you smoking? I mean, it's. I appreciate what you did, but I'm gonna say, what are you smoking?
It's lit.
Damn it!
I appreciate
How?
what you thought I did, but I didn't do anything other than write it down.
Lampshade.
How was that shape?
All right, what's the lampshade? What form or what shape does the lampshade fall in?
The one you were picturing when I said the shell is the lampshade. However you picture the shell in your mind, is the lampshade.
I had to take a minute, but okay.
I didn't picture the shell.
I think our viewers will be able to. I mean, our
that was
listeners
your first mistake.
You see there?
I think I got that one right though, but I didn't picture.
Well, all right. We got. I got 3 more.
All right.
Hopefully, Debo's still keeping score.
Yes, sir. We got 5-3.
I don't know who starts this one.
G.
Debo. This is the mustache style. It's lit or what are you smoking? The flea flicker. The flea flicker.
Debo's in deep thought. Okay. It's lit. The flea flicker? The flea flicker? No, what are you smoking? I see. Now I hate when you do that. I hate it when you do that. You never, you got somebody on the ropes when you, because I want to win. All right.
Right. But you can only tie at this point.
What are you smoking?
He's going smoking. His final decision.
It's my final answer. What are you smoking?
All right. I believe G already knows the answer.
It's a football play. So what are you smoking?
Yeah, it is a football play, and that's where I got it from. And it is what are you smoking?
Okay. All right. Some guy walking around with a mustache. What's that? The flea flicker.
Yeah.
This is a flea flicker, sir. All right. G, you're going to start this one off because I have no more football plays or Bob Dylan songs.
Thank you.
So over to G, we are going to go with the panhandle.
Strong mustache. Strong. Yeah. Yeah.
What are you smoking?
Ooh.
Smoking for G. Now you got to do a little Prices Right here if you truly want to win.
Right.
But maybe you just want to go out on like a winning streak and not win the game.
No.
But get a couple right.
Nope. It's lit.
A moral victory.
No moral victories here, sir. No moral victories. It's lit. Price is right. But I'm hopeful. So there you go.
Yeah. What are you smoking? The Panhandle is just a geographical thing for Florida, I believe.
Yeah.
Texas.
Texas. That shows how much I pay attention to geography.
Yeah.
So there you go. The Panhandle is not a mustache. It is apparently geography that I misunderstood for 40 years.
I thought you were throwing Texas at me, and I was like, "Why you got to throw Texas at me, bro?" And I was like, "All right, fine, I'll take it. I'll take your Texas."
I wasn't even throwing.
See, you weren't even
I
throwing
was
Texas.
inadvertently throwing Texas at you. Because to me, Florida looks like a panhandle. You just grab the United States by the panhandle.
Texas panhandle.
Texas's panhandle's bigger than Florida's panhandle, and they.
I mean, everything's bigger in Texas.
That's what that's why I figured your strong mustache would be from the panhandle, but I was incorrect. Knowing that the game is over, Duder, can you at least give us the name of the mustache that we all want to know the name of for the monocle guy? Because I know your research had to have turned up the monocle guy's mustache.
Well, we have one more. We have one more.
Okay. Thanks, Devo.
Sorry.
Thanks, Devo.
I had to write these down.
Right.
I had to write them down, so
All
you got to listen to them.
There you go.
The chimney sweep, which may or may not be the monocle guy. The chimney sweep. And I don't know who starts this.
It's G starts it because I'm out either way, but I'm interested to see which direction you go, brother.
It's lit.
Wow. Okay, fine. I'll say lit.
Lit's very confident.
Yeah, he sure was. Well, I think he did.
I don't know why.
I was gonna say you did research without when you weren't supposed to. That's what I was gonna say. Yeah.
I just felt good about it.
Okay.
It sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It does sound good.
What am I smoking?
It is.
Exactly.
It is. What are you smoking?
Is it?
I just made that up, which is why I wouldn't let the game end.
There you go.
Because I really wanted to get all the made-up ones in there.
Hey, who knows? I almost tied. Then what is the name, then, dude? What is the name of the monocle guy's mustache?
So that one, I believe, is the handlebar.
Oh,
it's either the Dolly, the Salvador Dolly, depending on how pencil thin you go.
If you're from El Salvador, or
if you're an artist.
Oh, okay.
If you go super pencil thin, and then you do the curl up, that's the Dolly. If you got a little bit of meat to it, that's the handlebar. And then you just do the wax. You wax your tips and twist those up.
Well, now we all know what I want for Christmas. So we'll stick into that.
And these are brought to you by. I got the website. I finally pulled that up. These are brought to you by beardstyle.net. Beardstyle.net.
Beardstyle.net. All right, there you go. Well, do us a favor and send us an email at thedudeanddebo@gmail.com. Click that subscribe button. It's right over there. I don't even know where it's at. It's right there.
And subscribe.
There you go. Like and subscribe.
Our producer would want us to say.
There you go. But from now, I think I'm going to take us out of here into the It's Lit or What Are You Smoking area. And, dude, did you go get your haircut? Are you at the barber shop down there?
Getting a cut right now, as a matter of fact.
There you go. So in the barbershop today with the dude, I'm just going to ask a couple of quick questions. Number 2 or number 1 on top, and would you like me to shave your pubes?
Yes, I believe I want the full service. I'm going to go 2 on the top, 1 on the bottom.
Wow. That's a pretty close shave down there, brother. Do you think that you would ever...
You got steady hands.
Do you think that if the barbershop thing... excuse me about that. That's my button. Well, always same team. Do you think if the barbershop offered testicle shaving that you would go ahead and take the same team on that one? Or what would you think?
Man, I mean, in the song, you got the military guys coming to the line and realizing it's the same team, and it would be that level. It would have to be that level of trust,
right,
between me and my barber. But you know, I suppose if they open something up like that, I'd be inclined to at least want to try it. So yeah, I'd probably. But then again, I haven't been waxed yet. So if I'm not willing to do that, then maybe I'm not willing to let someone go down there with a razor blade.
And it's very true.
So you know, I'd have to put some more thought into that. I don't know that I could answer with an affirmative at this time.
Right. That makes sense. It makes sense. You know, I mean,
I'd consider it. I'd consider it.
Well, I tell you what, dude, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave you in this chair, and I'm going to, Tony, I got one for you. I'm going to let Tony take care of that for you, brother, and make sure that
that's Tony with an eye.
Tony, that's extra close. So we got Tony. You can take care of that for you, dude. Sit back in the chair, relax, enjoy yourself. I know you will. I'm going to go slide over here to G. And G, since I know that you've been doing it since I've been doing it, you know, I feel like we're brothers on that tip, or just the tip. But good show today. Always a pleasure to have you. I like your music. And I guess my question for you tonight will be: when's the next time you're going to shave? Because I'm hopeful that you have sex.
Ooh, I just shaved yesterday, so.
Well, then I'm going to text your wife an inappropriate text for you. Always a pleasure having you on the show. I'm going to pull out of here with some same teamness. And before I pull out, I'm just going to a little of that on it, a little of that on it. Didn't cut it. All right. Everybody out there, have a good Monday.
Careful.
Yeah, careful. Tony! Easy, buddy. Easy.
It could be yours, it could be mine. Harder to define. Yo, brother, what would happen if you meet me at the line? Same team. Same team. It could be yours, it could be mine. Harder to define. Yo, brother, what would happen if you meet me at the line? Same team.